Hi everybody. So in this video, I'm going to talk you through how to make a video presentation using Zoom. And I'm going to show it to you in such a way that if you follow all these steps, you won't have to edit the video at all. So you will record your video and be completely done. Now, to get it exactly how you want it, you might have to do a couple of takes, right? But you won't have to mess with any video editors like iMovie or anything like that. So you can just record it and then be done. All right? So the number one thing that you need in order to do this is you need to be prepared. So you need to have your slides, whether that's in PowerPoint or Prezi or Google Slides, ready to go and done. You also need to have your notes, your speaking notes, and I would encourage you to have these as a hard copy, so either handwritten or printed out in front of you so you don't have to have them on your screen because you won't be able to look at your notes while you do this Zoom presentation. So make sure you have your notes in a place that you can access them and see them even if they're not up on your computer screen. Okay? You'll also want to practice your speech a couple of times before you actually record it, right? This will just save you the hassle of having to re-record a bunch of times when it doesn't quite go the way that you want, yeah? So make sure that you have practiced and you're ready to go. So when you've done all that, go ahead and pull up Zoom. And I recommend that you use Zoom as the app downloaded to your computer, but you can also use the web-based version as well. The app just makes it a little easier. Okay, so once I'm in Zoom, I have this personal meeting ID that I can start and stop at any time. So it's not a meeting that has to be scheduled, and it's only me, so I know that I'm not going to get interrupted. So once I'm ready to go, I'm going to hit Start Meeting. Now, here's my face. So we're not recording yet, right? And we're not going to hit record until we see that our Zoom screen is showing what we want our viewer to see when they see our presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Share Screen. I'm going to select my slides. These are just slides that I made for a lecture that I gave in one of my classes. And then once I'm ready, I don't want my viewer to see all of this, right? I don't want them to see PowerPoint. I just want them to see my slides. So I'm going to hit this button down here to make the slideshow full screen. Okay, there we go. Now, I still have this little video panel up in the top left corner. You can decide what to do with this. I think that it feels a little distracting from the slides, and that also for me personally, I have a hard time clicking through the slides, looking at my notes, and sort of performing to the camera at the same time. I often forget the camera's there. So I'm actually going to click More and then Hide Video Panel. There we go. So now, once I've recorded my speech, what my viewer will see are only my slides. They won't even see this little toolbar that Zoom has at the top, right? That won't be recorded, just the slides. So when I'm all ready to go, I'm going to hit Record on this computer. Now you can record to the cloud, but you want to make sure you have it set up first because depending on your account settings and different things, it might record to a different place. The good news is that recording to this computer is a consistent, easy way to get your video file and know where it is, because as soon as you end the Zoom meeting, the file will download to a folder on your computer. The folder is usually titled Zoom and then the date that you did the recording. Usually there's a pop-up window that shows with the file in it, but if for some reason the pop-up window doesn't come up, you can always search in your computer, search Zoom in your computer's search function, and you should be able to find it no problem. The other good news is that it downloads as an MP4 rather than an MOV or other file type, so it's a nice, small, manageable file for a video file anyway. Okay, so once I'm ready, I'm going to hit Record on this computer. And now it's funny because I'm recording on two different levels at once. But I will then click through my slides, right? And I would give my speech as I'm going, that I've practiced a lot and really thought about. And now you're all wondering what on earth I do in my rhetoric classes that I have a slide with Joker and the Joker and Voldemort on it. But anyway, so once I've totally clicked through my presentation and I'm all done, what I'm going to do is click up here, stop recording, right? And that's the end. And so now it's stopped recording. I can hit escape. Whoop, I have to stop share first. And then hit end meeting. And now you can see that Zoom is converting what will be a very short video file of me flipping through my slides. And see, there it's popped up. The MP4 file is the one that you want. That's the video file. It'll also give you a couple audio files as well if you just want that. So, oh, and I should note that it didn't record. The file name isn't Zoom, but it's Annie's personal meeting room. So play around with your search if you have trouble finding it. All right, so that is a really easy way to record a full presentation, no editing required, right? As long as you take those steps in order, make sure you have everything set up before you start to record, you'll be all good to go. Thanks.